Wow, I think that my phone deleted some videos because I have a lot of space that I didn't have before. I look so crazy. It's been a long day. Um, I just felt like I needed to post today. Mm, it's been such an interesting turnaround in my life, and I just felt like I needed to come on today. Maybe I need to encourage somebody to don't quit. Listen, even if you have a wrinkly collar or a wrinkly shirt like I do, still get up and go and do what you are called to do. I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in the actual stuff that we don't get anything done. So today you need to do something. Um, I was like that when I was planning the brunch I had yesterday. I didn't really think that what I originally had was a good idea. And so I kept wanting to cancel the room, but God was like, no, don't cancel it. And so, like, at the last minute, the Holy Spirit changed the idea of it to instead focus on burnout to focus on being blessed. And maybe that's the message of it all. It's like, yeah, we can be burnt out about so many different things, but the truth of the matter is that we're blessed. And if we focus more on the things that made us happy and the things that we do have instead of what we don't have or how stressed out or tired or blah, 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 you guys know what I mean, then we would not be so burnt out. We wouldn't be so stressed. We would actually be blessed. I know that we're blessed. Know, that, yeah, this is my crown for today. Know that um, no matter what's going on, we are. And I'll tell you guys, yesterday we took family photos and my hair just wouldn't get right. And so I just made it do whatever because I was going to take pictures and I just was set on for me. Like, I didn't want to wear a wig. I didn't want to wear braids or twists because that's what I always do. I just wanted a family picture of what I actually look like. Like, like without all of the things that social media and the world, make us up to be. I wanted to see who I was, who God made me to be, right? In this particular time in my life. So with all my gray hair and, it's everything just me. And I was so grateful that I could do that. Like, I knew it wasn't perfect and I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, but for me, it was exactly what I wanted. And that was just to see me. And sometimes we have to do that. Like, we have to strip away all of the things that, you know, we've added into our lives and just look at who we are. Look at our face and just hair, and sometimes it goes deeper into nails, and some things you probably done to yourself that you can't take away. But really just getting a glimpse at who you truly are naturally, right? And I think for that I think that part of us is the part that really speaks to us because we get to see who it is that we really are. And sometimes it doesn't take God to tell us that. You can tell yourself who you are. You can tell yourself who you want to be and be that. Sometimes it just takes just being and not actually trying to do everything. And I think that's where we get off. Like I said, like we get so busy in like the things and the details that we don't get anything done. And that puts us further behind because that makes us feel depressed or down or like our mind starts telling us all these negative things. And so I encourage you today, if you are someone, I'm going to speak directly to the moms because I believe that that's in my heart. I believe that's who I'm called to, and it took a long time for me to realize that. But I believe God gave that to me a long time ago. Like when I first started in real estate, like my tag name was the single mom realtor because at that time I was a single mom. But when I got remarried, I wasn't single anymore. I still wanted to work with moms, but it's hard to be the single mom realtor when you're not a single mom anymore. But it's not so much whether you're single or married or widowed, it's just you're a mom. Because I realized like I'm a mom and I actually have 6 kids. My very first child was a stillborn. And so having to go through that loss and, just continue on and being told you're not going to have kids again to having 5. Like, I still lost a couple along the way before we actually had a successful one. So, but just knowing all the things that we have to go through, all the things our bodies have to go through, our minds, and being looked at differently. And I'll tell you, for me in particular, I don't look like I have 5 kids. I don't look like I have 5 degrees. I don't look like I have these things or these, I don't know what, accomplishments. Okay, there we go. But I do. And I love the way that God shows and shines those things through me to others, but I also keep it to myself. There's a lot of times where I don't let people know my education because I don't want them to feel like they have to be intimidated or that I know everything. I don't know everything. Shoot, I'm learning every day, just like you. And so I say all that to say to the mom that's building or wanting to build a business but keeps getting stuck behind all the details, because as a mom, that's what we do. We're all into the details, the scheduling, getting things right, being there, money management, time management, all that, all those different skills, right? Let that go and just post. Let that go and just take a step forward. Whether it's like, for me, like, I got to clean out my office. I got to like turn my office into like a whole like creator space, because that's my every room. That's my everything room. Like, that's where I study. That's why I do videos, or I'm talking to the kids, or I'm making bracelets, or like, it's my everything room. And so it's, everything is everywhere. Like, I think there's a video I posted to show y'all. It's crazy. But I got to be honest about this walk, because like I said, for me, like, I'm on a mission. Like, I really want to help 1 million moms, like, become millionaires, like, be who they want to be, not have to struggle, have the time that they need to spend with their families. Because as women, we don't have that anymore. And it's grieving us, because we want to be there for the kids that we've created. We want to be there at their games, and we want to be able to go to their school. We want to be able to support them in college. We want to be able to do that, but we can't do that because we have to be tied to a time clock, or we have to do so many other different things. And I want to help women to be able to be there for their children, to be able to show up authentically, not worrying about, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get this? How am I going to do that? Blah, blah, blah. Knowing that that stuff is taken care of because you spent just a few hours out of your day working on your business, working on yourself. And now you have the opportunity for the rest of the day to spend with your children. That's what I want to do. And like I said, I don't know everything, but I know a lot. I've been a lot of different places. I've helped people build businesses that are still going. And I'm a giving person, so, and I can't say that I'm a millionaire today, but what I will tell you is that probably 12 months from today, I will be. And I hope that if you're watching this, you will be too. Because you'll get on board, and you'll be desperate, and you'll just want to be a part of your kid's life. You'll want your life back, your time back. We give our time to so many other people, places, and things that we miss out on the things that really matter. And like I always tell people when they ask me why I do what I do, or how do you have this time, and why did you do this? I said, because for me and for my children, I know that I only have them this age or at this phase one time. God only gives us one shot, and I don't want to miss that shot. I don't want to brick it, or I don't want to miss the field goal, or I don't want to miss the catch, or I want to hit a home run, a touchdown, the winning game shot, or, whatever. I want to serve it right. I want to be right there, right when they need me. So if they're in the crowd, they will always be able to see my face. They'll always know that my mom is always going to be there for me. And I know that I'm not the only one who wants that, because I feel like that's how my Father is. That's how God is for us. God is always there. If we're looking around, we may not see anybody else, but he's always there. And I'm not saying that I can be like God or anything, but I'm God's child. I'm his daughter. And the same abilities that he gave to Jesus, he's given to me too. And I want to be able to use that to help them and to show the next generation, show the arrows he's given to me at my table, how to do the same thing for their families, because that's what it's about. It's about our family, right? It's about teaching our family how to contribute to the kingdom, how to further the kingdom, because we're not going to be here forever. But when we are here, we need to make sure that we're doing everything we can to leave a legacy that's worth passing on. All right, so that's my time. It's 10 minutes. I love you guys. I'm Dr. Ariesha Murray, and I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed day.